If you've ever argued about college rankings, planned a fantasy draft a year too early, or convinced yourself that this is finally your team's year, you're in the right place. Welcome back to the Slanted Attic Experience. I'm Tyler, and this is episode 51. This episode was recorded a few months back, which makes it especially interesting now that we're well into the current NFL season. Some takes look spot on, others might make us cringe a little, but that's part of the fun. I'm joined once again by AJ and Kris from Palm City Chucks for a wide-ranging sports conversation that hits college football, the NFL, and fantasy from every angle. We kick things off with the chaos of the college football AP poll, Penn State's outlook, and a deep dive into Virginia Tech and the wild reality of modern college scheduling, before Caleb jumps into the studio to add his thoughts on VT football and Washington. From there, we shift into pro football with Terry McLaurin's contract situation, Dynasty League strategy, rookie drafts, and early targets and draft steals for the 2025 fantasy football season. We also get into player health storylines, Steelers playoff hopes, and where we thought the league was headed. We wrap it up with bold predictions, questionable takes, and unapologetic homer outlooks for the Lions, Eagles, and Steelers. Lock in, settle in, and welcome back to the attic.
But yeah, Penn State. What are we looking at this year? I know Tyler Warren left. I'm looking to draft him.
Tyler Warren left. I mean, he's fantastic. Let's be honest. I'm just gonna throw out the fact that the Bears really fucked up with that one. Going with Colson Loveland first. That deserves bringing up Tyler Warren. That deserves to come out right away. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Tight end is not going to be as strong of a position for Penn State this year, but that's fine. I don't expect it to necessarily need to be, because here's the big thing for Penn State. They made the semifinal last year, and they're basically returning all the key players from that team, bar Tyler Warren and Abdul Carter. So those are the two big losses there. Those are very, very big losses. But I mean, we're returning Danny Dennis Sutton, got Nick Singleton, got Drew Aller all coming back. I mean, that's huge for the program. And I'll be the first to say it right now. They've got a genuine shot this year if they can finally beat Ohio State. That's really what it comes down to. Can they actually beat Ohio State? And I'll believe that when I see it. We still have Big Game James leading the squad, which is that's a real factor. I'm serious. It really is. It bothers me, and I am worried that even with teams like this that should be competing for national championships, that we just don't have necessarily the greatest shot with him at coach. I mean, he was instrumental in recruiting, putting us on a great path, but I'm not sure that he's the coach that's ever going to bring us over the hump. But this is a team that could do it. I expect a big jump from Drew. I think he's got round one buzz already as a quarterback.
What
he does, because he's gonna go into the draft next year.
Gotcha.
So I think he's a junior this year. And he's got round one buzz, but he also hasn't done anything yet in the big games. I'll be the first to admit to that. He has struggled in the big games. He's done fantastic against the teams that we should beat, but just like practically every Penn State player ever for the past 10, 15 years, struggle in the big games and don't come through. That's just the reality of the situation. But I think this year he knows it's a prove-it year to get into the top end of the first round, truly solidify himself as possibly the QB1 of next year's draft if he has a really good year. So I think he's going to really try to prove himself. Picked up a couple wide receivers in the transfer portal as well, which is a position that for some reason Penn State can never recruit, but I think we'll be a little better off this year in that position. So we'll see where things go. I'm confident. I love the chance that we have. We totally do have a chance. But as a Penn State fan, I think you're lying to yourself if you say anything other than I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. I hear that, man. I don't know, Virginia Tech, not even close on the the top 25. Like, we're not even sniffing the buffet, man. But yeah, I mean, seeing Clemson up there is interesting. Obviously, they had a pretty decent end of the year, getting taken on by SMU, I think, in the ACC championship, and then moving on to the playoffs. So deservedly so. We'll see where that goes. Notre Dame at number 6. Obviously, we haven't talked about Texas at number 1. We jumped straight to Penn State.
Yeah.
But powerhouse Archie Manning at the helm.
Dude, I'm so excited to watch Arch play.
Me too. I want to tank this year and draft him, bro. Are you kidding me? That would be so sweet. Get a Manning jersey on the Steelers. Love that.
We all know your floor. Your floor is 8-1 as a Steeler.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You're not doing worse than that. So
doesn't get any
trade
worse
for him.
Is Arch? Can he declare next year, or is he a 2027 guy? I thought he was. I could be wrong. I thought he was a 2027.
I read an article basically saying he will go back to Texas. So that made me think he at least has the choice to go to the NFL. But everything I read, they're like, no, he needs another year of development and all that. Which, I mean, there should be decent quarterbacks this year in college, so it might be best if he gets another year under his belt. Really, put him at the top, the first pick. But yeah, excited to see him too. I mean, saw him a little bit last year, and he looked pretty good. I mean, he's on a super team too, which definitely helps. But
sure.
I'm excited to see him.
Should be a good time. Yeah, who else we got moving down the list? Alabama at 8, Oregon at 7. I missed them. LSU, Miami, Arizona State 11, Illinois 12, USC, South Carolina 13. We play them in the opener, the Chick-fil-A kickoff or whatever coming up in October.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Be hopeful for
Looking
my
forward
Hokies.
to that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a blast to watch, of course, but I mean, we might get smushed. We'll see. I know Beamer wants it. Shane wants to come back and stomp us, but I mean, hopefully, I feel like we've had a couple of good transfers. We're still not putting a lot of money in the NIL program, which I think we're really falling behind in that regard. So I think we do have some decent returning players, but we'll see. I mean, I don't really know what to expect this year, and playing a team of that caliber right off the bat, first week in the opener, I think it's at the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Georgia. So it's a huge environment. We'll see if the boys are up to it.
Team that wasn't in the top 25, but I think this is probably my hot take for the college football season. It's that the Baylor Bears make the playoff this year. They ended last year super hot, and they did not lose a lot. I will not be surprised if they go out there and win the Big 12, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. My hot take is that they not only make the playoff, but they win a playoff game. So I'll throw that out there. That's my hot take for the college football season as of right now. Baylor.
Should I throw a bet on it? That's got to be played.
I love that take, honestly. It's a great take. I mean, they got Matt Rule at coach, which everywhere he goes, he just makes programs better. Got his shot in the NFL, did not work out, which is fine. I mean, Saban had a shot in the NFL, didn't work out. So now he's back in college. This is year 3 at Baylor. So juices are flowing. It's definitely only going to go up. I love that take. Wish I thought of it myself.
Those are the best ones, huh? Boise State rounding it off. I don't know.
I know. Boise State making the top 25 off the rip. Impressive. After losing Jonty, I don't know that I expect them to finish there, but we'll see.
Yeah, and you could say the same for Arizona State. Like, Scatabo was that team. Like, when you watch those playoff games, like, literally was the team. So it's interesting. I guess they have other talent. I must have missed that.
Yeah, I think it's just a weak conference is going to help. That's probably why Boise State's in the top 25 right now. And, even though I just said I'd be surprised if they finish it, they probably will because the Mountain West is so
their
weak.
record's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Kansas State was a bit of a surprise one for me. That's impressive up there at 17. Notre Dame, hate the fact that they're at 6. I really hate Notre Dame. Join a damn conference, dude. I don't know how many times I can say it, but join a damn conference. I don't know. I said this on our pod in a recent episode. But did you know that the College Football Playoff Committee, so you've got all the major conferences, right, and even some of the smaller ones, is made up of 10 plus 1. So you've got conferences like the Big Ten with 18 teams and the SEC with 16 teams. They get one representative on the College Football Playoff Board, one for their conference. Notre Dame, because they're an independent, they get one. That team gets a representative on the College Football Playoff Board. How crazy is that?
That's wild.
That is ridiculous.
That seems
It's
crazy.
crazy work.
It seems so unfair that they get to select their schedule every year. Yeah, I would hope you'd be a powerhouse team if you get to pick who you play every year. Come on, just big teams with the
So
largest
true.
markets.
And
Make some money.
And clarify, this isn't just hate because Penn State blew that semifinal against them last year. I felt this way
No.
about them
Yeah.
always.
I can vouch for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
We are not
it's
Notre
like-
Dame friendly on our channel
no.
at all. But yeah, it's always been that way. This is
That's
why.
right.
I mean, it's the special treatment. It's all that. It doesn't help that like it's like kind of a very culty fan base too. Like just any team that gets a ridiculously large following like that, if you're not for them, you kind of naturally grow a hatred. And
Yeah.
that is certainly
how it
happening. And
goes.
it is this hatred has festered and it's agitated. It's
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess I want to ask
not
you,
fair.
Tyler. I mean, you talked about Virginia Tech a little bit, your alma mater there, but what do you expect out of them this year? You got a record prediction for me?
I mean, I would
What?
hope they at least make a bowl game. So I'd like 6 wins. Let's say that.
Okay.
I think that's achievable. We're on year 3. Caleb, is that right? Year 3 of the Pry rebuild, or is this number 4? Do you know?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, I think it's year 3. So like, I guess give him the first 2 years, let him recruit, kind of bring in his guys.
Yeah.
Year 3, I don't know. No room for excuses. If we don't do something, man, I don't know what to do. I mean, the Fuente hiring after the legendary Beamer was kind of a flop. He turned the whole program around and kind of like put us back to the mid area. And that kind of has ruined us, and we've lived there since then. It's been,
Yeah.
what, 8 years, 9 years since we've had a really good team now. And like a lot of like actually significantly like ranked drafted players, you know, in the first couple rounds of the draft, linemen, specialty players. Obviously, Cam Chancellor comes to mind when you're talking about that, but he was in the early 2000s under Beamer. And, you know, like players like that, we just don't see that level of talent being recruited to our program anymore. So I think it's tough. I would have liked to see a lot more investment in the NIL. Like I had mentioned earlier, just to kind of boost that. I mean, we know that's where college football is going in the next couple years, at least. Maybe not longevity-wise. Hopefully not to this degree. I mean, it needs to get more regulated. But like right now, we got some donors. Let's pump some money into the program. Let's get a couple guys. Let's make our team relevant again. Sell some tickets. I mean, we have a very loyal fan base, so like we're gonna show up to all the games, but like. It'd be nice to play on a larger stage, you know, win some games, do something significant, you know. But I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not the GM or the athletic director. I make too many good decisions. But
We play Alabama in 34.
in 2034, we play Alabama.
Buckle up.
I will say I was
Yeah, I heard something on the local radio about, is it Old Dominion? We signed like a 4-year deal with them to play, and we can pay it out, like pay them like $500K a game or something to kind of like not play against them, depending on our team outlook for the year. I'm like, that's crazy. That's how those games are scheduled. If we're not going to do well, or if we need a bowl, like to win a game to get into a bowl,
Right.
like you, let's just play these guys.
Roster's
Otherwise,
looking rough. Let's get them this year.
We
Right.
it is
funny.
crazy. I was looking actually. I did some quick research while you were talking there, and I'm actually surprised that Virginia Tech in 2021, their last season with Fuente, they actually got all the way up to 15 in the AP
Yes.
poll at some point, only 4 years ago.
Yep. Because that was the last like recruiting class of Frank Beamer. It was like the very last, and I think it might have been Fuente's first class that he had got when the team was really good. I mean, I think we were preseason like 19 my freshman year going into school, and I think that culture brought a couple good recruits into the program, and so he was able to sustain it another year. But I mean, you could tell by my like junior year, you knew we were falling apart.
That Hendon Hooker was a Heisman candidate.
Yeah,
Not at Tech, but at Tennessee.
and we had him for what, 3 years?
Yeah.
I have some feelings about Hendon Hooker right now. I'll be honest, as a Lions guy, but yeah.
Well, that's a shame anyways, but this season doesn't matter. Next season matters. We play JMU and we play VMI. And if we lose either of those games, we have to become VCU and just fold the program and
go into basketball. That's what I'm saying, man. Like we set ourselves up for this kind of failure. We play mid-major teams and fucking mid-teams, and then we play one game like JMU, and the entire thing they're thinking about the last 4 years is playing us, and we're like, this is just another like team.
I bet you we lose to VMI and JMU. And
JMU's like kind of good though. Like they're a
not.
solid squad.
It's a bad school and a bad football program. I'll put money on that.
They received votes for the top 25 rankings this year.
Paid money for that. We don't have to pay money for that. We had Mike Vick. They didn't have Mike Vick.
It's true.
Bruce Smith, NFL
we did have
sack
Bruce
leader.
Smith.
Ayo.
Oh shit.
That's true.
Virginia Tech, we hold the alumni for NFL sacks.
And we hold the most collegiate fishing championships.
Nobody can beat Bruce Smith or Tyrod. Nobody can beat
Isn't
his
Tyrod
dog.
getting surgery right now, though?
Or
I think he's
Michael
out.
Vick's dogs.
I don't even know if he plays.
Tyrod's the best veteran quarterback in the NFL.
Trying to slide the Michael Vick's dogs in there.
No, I was thinking, I'll say it out loud again. But Tyrod is the best veteran quarterback in the NFL. You can put money on that too.
You think, okay, that's actually a good talking point. Who do you think's the best veteran quarterback in the NFL?
Well, I mean, I guess I would need some clarification. Veteran, could they be starter as
backup?
well? Yeah, is it backup?
Stafford, baby.
Is it a quarterback requires like a needle through
Aaron
the
Rodgers
lung during a game?
Aaron Rodgers. Would we consider him a
Matt
veteran
Stafford.
quarterback?
I would say
Matt Stafford.
That's
well,
exactly who I would say.
Two very good guys, but you guys are forgetting he went to Virginia Tech, so he's a guy that's been moving around to just mentor young quarterbacks.
Everybody.
Aaron Rodgers.
I like Tyrod. I'll throw
from-
that out there. I do like Tyrod.
Tyrod's been
but
playing
His
for
Bills
for
days
the
were awesome.
team for probably almost a decade now. Tyrod, since he got that needle through the lung,
He's in the
realized-
Chargers, right?
Yeah,
and now
Chargers and the doctor
Yeah.
on the team put a needle in his lung, and
hypodermic needle jabbed him, punctured his lung.
ever since then, I would
Brutal.
say he's bounced around and he's really just picked up on a veteran. I don't know what he's paid. Probably good, better than me, but I would say he's definitely picked up by teams just to mentor young quarterbacks, and I would say that's a veteran quarterback.
That's a good quality.
At this point, for sure, he's one of the most
Boring, too.
unlucky quarterbacks ever, though. 'Cause he's
Yeah,
had a lot
but
of
he's good.
chances
He's
to
good.
start, come in as a starter, and then that's when injury happens, and then
A utility
go with the
player
young
is more
guy, and then he's
valuable
just
than a
gone.
guy that's gonna leave. You know,
That's true. Shadur.
I don't
I mean,
know.
at this point, is Kirk up? He's gonna back up
Yeah,
Penix.
Kirk-
Like I feel like Kirk's a good counter
Great
there.
Redskins player.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, you guys have had quite the.
Skins haven't seen that success since Kirk.
What do you mean?
Andy
Last
Dalton
year y'all went to
deserves
the
a shout?
NFC Championship.
Everybody's saying they're not going to do as good this year, so all I'm
We'll
saying
see.
is
Year two for quarterbacks usually pretty tough. I mean, you got a lot of film out there. It's definitely going to be tougher for Jaden. The stuff with Scary Terry isn't great either.
Yep.
But yeah,
Bad
I
for
mean,
the
they still have a
program.
decent roster. It's a very old team.
Old.
Like their
They
their
have a
window is
DN
right
that
freaking
is-
now.
so good.
They're the oldest team in the
Cleveland
NFL by
Browns.
far.
Oh,
Yeah, and
what's
Yeah.
up?
it's
Well, they
what,
got
all the
Von
vets
Miller now,
and then the
so
guys they
that's-
drafted right last
Oh.
year.
Ooh,
It's
Yeah,
just
pretty
all-
much.
yeah,
They
Yeah.
re-signed like their oldest free agents. They got Bobby Wagner back.
Yep.
Like
yeah.
all these guys are just like taking time bombs in a sense of are they going to be productive anymore?
Cleveland
Yeah,
Farrell.
if
is
they are,
gonna
they're
be-
going to be decent.
Who's that?
I went to high school with him. He got drafted number 4 from Clemson to the Raiders, but now he's on the Skins. And if Cleveland doesn't have a big season on the Skins this year, I'm gonna be. You guys can make me eat my words, AJ.
Okay.
Wait, what's
I
this
will. I
guy's name?
will cash in on that. Yeah.
I'll
Nice.
give
I'm
you
looking him up.
$100. Cleveland Farrell is he's a great guy,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
he,
okay. Yeah.
he had a successful career at Clemson. I think he was defensive MVP 2016 in the NCAA. and he's been ridden by injuries, but that's a guy to put on your watch list for Redskins.
He played 4 years with the Raiders, and then went to San Francisco, and then came to Washington.
He got drafted number 4. Big night. It was cool.
Yeah, that is neat. He's 28.
Yeah, is.
His birthday is exactly 6 months before mine.
But Cleveland is the man. That's a guy you can respect, even if you don't know him. I'm telling you, respect that guy. He's cool as hell.
Now that you said Cleveland for I do know it is, and he's not having a big year on the Skins. Respect to your friend, but he's played
I agree. He's been struggling in the NFL, but I believe in him.
That's right. He's got one supporter out here.
No, he's got more than that. He's got 10 siblings and a mom, and
so they're built in.
No, but you didn't get drafted number 4, Tyler.
That's true.
I shouldn't be on this podcast. I'm about to fight you.
That's exactly why you should be here.
Nobody's from Allentown, buddy. You ain't from here.
There's what's his face? The NASCAR driver lives in Allentown.
Nah,
he's
nobody
famous.
knows
He
that.
wins a bunch of.
Oh, really? Denny Hamlin's from Richmond. Nobody knows whoever you're about to say.
Does anybody know who Russell Wilson is? Or Justin
he's
Verlander?
From Richmond. He's from Richmond. Yeah,
I'm just naming
here.
Richmond people.
Yeah, you don't know anybody from Allentown. You're from there. Sorry, guys. Sorry, AJ. I'm clowning Tyler right now.
That's fine. I'm enjoying.
Yeah. But put some respect on Cleveland's name. I think this is breakout season. 28. He's a grown man.
That's right.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? You're 27, aren't you? I'm
27.
I'm 27 too.
Tyler, I got dumped right when I turned 27. I'm not feeling good, buddy. But Cleveland, he's 28. You guys just said it. He's coming back from injuries, and he's about to have a breakout season. You heard it here. AJ, $100 on the line. He gets more sacks than you could get in the NFL this season.
Dude, okay, so he has total.
He's gonna do that.
You owe me $100, AJ.
Bro, I'm 5'10", 160, bro. I'm not getting a sack in the NFL.
He's 6'4", 265.
Yeah, he's a big fella. He could knock my ass out in high school. You could do it today too. I'm not gonna start a fight with him. He's my friend. I got his phone number.
Do you really? Should we get him on the podcast?
My Apple Watch has called him when I said his name. He's the first person to ever help me text a girl. I love that guy.
Really? Shout out Cleveland.
You know, that alone, you know what? I hope he has a banging year. 10 plus sacks.
We were basketball managers.
Tell us the story.
High school.
Tell us the story. How Cleveland hooked you up.
We went to a basketball game, and Cleveland just torn his ACL.
I see.
Senior year.
So he's been having injuries since high school.
Or senior year, yeah. But he's still he is a defensive MVP in the NCAA. You don't have that. And 2 championships. He's accredited.
Yeah.
Yeah. You work in construction. Sorry, Tyler. I'm clowning you.
It's all right. Continue with the story.
But yeah, we were coming back from a basketball game, and there was another basketball manager. See, I wasn't Cleveland was a hurt player. I wasn't. I was just the basketball manager. I did statistics for AU basketball. I think I've probably told you that.
You've
RJ Barrett bullied me when he was 14. I hate that guy. But yeah, in Georgia, I hate that guy, RJ Barrett. I'll say it again.
You traveled to a tournament and he was mean to you?
Yeah, he called me a bitch.
Wow.
I don't forget it. I think about it a lot. Yeah, I hated when he got drafted to the Knicks. Number 3, shitty spot.
Well, they traded him, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working out.
He's had a pretty successful NBA career, so that's been disappointing for me.
Back to Cleveland. So he helped you text your
I was
lady
just
friend.
a manager. I used to type in the numbers.
Yes,
is a strange thing for a high school team to have, but money.
You got paid?
No. You know.
Yeah, I see.
That's when RJ Barrett called me a bitch. That's where I was getting paid. I didn't get paid with Cleveland, but yeah, there was another manager, and she was, you know, not good. But Cleveland, she gave me her number. first girl to ever give me her phone number, but Cleveland texted her.
Cleveland
Bunch of
hooked it up.
emojis. I don't talk in emojis.
Cleveland hooked it up.
But
Did you go on a date with this chick?
no. No.
But all we need to know is Cleveland's cool.
Cleveland's cool. Watch out for him, AJ. You owe me $100. You're never getting any sacks this season.
No, I'm not.
It's all right,
I'll be
Kris
the first to tell you.
He's a Philly fan.
Lame.
Oh, yeah.
Is Kris from the Northeast?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Kris.
Ugh.
Yeah, somebody's from Richmond. The rest of us are from
The Northeast. But you're
Northeast.
from Pennsylvania. That's kind of the Midwest where you're from.
Do you think
It
that's
is
the Midwest?
absolutely not. First off, pause. I'm going to take the mic here for a moment. I live in Wisconsin now, all right?
Yeah.
That's the Midwest.
That's
We
the
are all from the
Midwest.
same hometown in Pennsylvania. That shit is
You guys are
not
all
the
from
fucking
Allentown.
Midwest.
Yeah, it's not the same.
No. Allentown is where I was born.
Were you from Hershey?
Yeah, Hershey
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
That's-
Palmyra.
Do you guys know that guy that
Played soccer.
Played
Christian
baseball?
Pulisic.
Nah, Carl Van Blargen.
Van Blargen. Yes, we've talked about this. Yeah, I played baseball against him in high school.
You were a part of a no-hitter, Tyler. That's crazy. Carl taught me that at work.
He told you that?
Yeah, he looked you up, and he was like, oh, this guy threw a no-hitter, and then he was like, oh, wait, no, this guy threw like 3 innings of a no-hitter.
I see.
So
When was that? In high school, maybe?
very cool. Yeah, you didn't play baseball in college. I did
No.
stats in college. I know you weren't on the team.
Yes, that would be correct. No, he played at Hershey, I believe, and we played against him a few times.
Yeah,
I think he was a year older than us, maybe.
Nah, yeah, something like that. Yeah, you're older than y'all. Yeah.
So AJ, you may have been involved in playing against him too.
Very possibly.
Cool guy.
He played football.
like
Or no,
Cleveland.
I think he
He's a
played
cool guy,
football
just like
too.
Cleveland, but not like Cleveland. He
know.
works in construction with me and Tyler.
Yeah, and Cleveland's
in the
clearly an
NFL.
NFL player,
Yeah.
so
He makes $1 million a year.
But just loves construction so damn much.
yeah.
Can't quit it.
Let me hop out of my 6-year career. I mean, he's only played in what? Let's see, where's
More games than AJ.
That's true. I mean, he has played in 89 games.
That's a lot more than
He has
AJ.
84 tackles.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
75
His
sacks.
past
17
4
sacks.
years, he hasn't been
17
hurt, and as a
sacks is
DN,
pretty
his
good.
top sacks are 3.5.
Yeah.
He was hurt.
That's
probably
tough.
The first year and a half, AJ.
No, he wasn't. We're looking at
You know what?
stats right
Yeah.
now.
I'm gonna
He was
say it.
hurt for a
He's
while,
a bust.
and
He's a certified bust.
Chris,
I'm sure he's a great guy.
Yeah.
You're top 5 in the
Yes.
draft, and your peak is 3.5.
You don't know how to
sacks.
read.
You're bust.
because he's bound to break out. and-
Caleb, you're a stats guy. How many times have you said that the last 5 minutes?
dude,
Dude,
how
the
many
stats.
DNs have 17 sacks? He's not TJ Watt. I'm not selling TJ Watt. I'm selling
TJ
TJ
Watt's
will
an
get that in a
outside
year.
linebacker. Yeah,
Yeah.
TJ Watt will have 17
TJ
this
Watt
season,
is
bro.
a good defensive end. He is really good at football.
Wait, so are you ceding that Cleveland isn't? That sounds like what you're
It's
saying. If you're
Cleveland,
saying that
bitch.
TJ's,
It's
yeah,
Cleveland.
sorry, Cleveland. Sorry.
Nah, but no, he's
Got
not
his
going to get
ass.
the same as TJ Watt.
Yes.
But he hasn't been granted the same opportunities.
What?
TJ Watt.
What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
Yeah.
He's a
I
top
don't know
5
about that.
pick.
He was hurt.
He's
He was
picked to turn the
disadvantaged.
defense around.
He was on the Raiders, buddy.
Yeah,
He
but
was on
Max
the
Crosby.
Yeah,
Max Crosby.
Crosby's sick, and Max Crosby went to. He's boys with Cleveland, I think. They're boys. It's you guys are
So he should-
misaligned on.
So he should have taught him some
Yeah,
shit.
No,
But I mean,
it's-
he had 4.5 sacks.
I
his
think
first
that's what
season.
he's saying.
your
Cleveland
peers
taught
aren't
Max
gonna teach
Crosby
you
everything he
anything.
knows.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
competing
see.
with your peers.
I see.
You're
I
competing with
see.
your peers. He was hurt coming into his rookie year. He got drafted with a bum knee, 4 overall. AJ,
So
you
he-
couldn't get drafted.
So he's
4 overall.
he's a veteran. He's got a veteran presence, is what you're saying.
I'm
He's
just
got
saying,
the
he's bound to
watch
be.
that.
Dude, I'm
That's my
sorry.
art from like middle school, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Really shitty.
That's one of one.
yeah, one of one.
Nice base, good shape, but the top is confusing.
The
I don't
top's
know what
confusing.
I'm looking at it. Colors also scream the Greek flag, but it's a bull or a horse with a fucked up hook and teeth. Oh, I just spilled a beer on my.
Yeah. I guess this guy probably wouldn't like me saying I think that the Commanders are gonna take a step back this year overall.
I would agree.
That's what I say.
Brother, I would not be offended with you saying that. I just want to see Cleveland do well. I couldn't give a shit about the Commanders. I hope they rename themselves finally to the Redskins and we can start acting normal. And I just want to see Cleveland do well. Other than that, I'm not going to pick anybody on my fantasy team from the Commanders. Maybe if Scary Terry's there, but I don't think so because they're gonna be like, we're not gonna throw that guy the ball. He's asking for money, you know.
Right.
So we'll see.
At the same time, Scary Terry is the younger Mike Evans, in my opinion. I'll just throw that out there. I mean, he's 1,000 yards every year. Doesn't matter who's under center for the Commanders or Redskins or Washington football team, or he's probably been on all three of those iterations of the squad at this point. But he's super consistent. He is the younger Mike Evans, in my opinion. The Commanders would.
So much of that was weak quarterback play too, and it didn't matter. So. I mean, Jaden looking really nice. If they pay the man, which blows my mind too, how are you going to pay Debo? Bring him in, and then you're not going to pay the guy who's been incredibly loyal. This is the first contract dispute he's ever had. He had the right to do this every year for the last 5 years and never did, which mad respect to him for that. But yeah, enough's enough. Pay the man. They offered him Cortland Sutton money. That is what this is about.
Yeah, and
Cortland Sutton. No hate on Cortland Sutton, but Scary Terry's freaking
better than Cortland
quite
Sutton.
a few steps better. Yeah.
Is Debo
and
on
he
the
wants
team?
he wants Metcalf money to put it into
Oh, absolutely. 30 million.
I think he's worth that. He's worth that. Be the guy. And you know what you're getting. Like AJ said, he's so freaking consistent.
I gotta say, I gotta throw back to the whole contract dispute thing. I disagree. I am big on you sign the contract, you finish out the contract, you get paid the next time. That's just how it goes, in my opinion. You put your name on the line, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, and that's that's what I was saying. He's always been that way, which I mad respect for that. But yeah, I mean, straw broke the camel's back this year because he's fighting for more, and I mean, he's definitely worth more. But I do agree overall. You freaking signed the contract. Nobody made you. You weren't held at gunpoint. Work the freaking contract.
Yeah, I wish they would kind of help him out a little bit. Like you guys said, he's played for 3 different iterations of the team. He's been there forever. Yeah. This might be his last major contract deal in the NFL. You know, he's stuck with you.
Will be.
Just pay him an extra $1 million a year or $2 million. I don't know what he wants.
Finish out the year, get your money after, I guess, is what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Well, and he's been such a reasonable dude his whole career, too. You're telling me you can't meet in the middle with Scary Terry? I'm totally convinced they're not trying at all.
Yeah. Something's going on.
They can get some common ground somewhere. There's no way.
How much do they pay Old Man Von Miller? Actually, I'm curious now. I wonder if some of their money
He probably got freaking 12 mil or something stupid.
Only 6, so not bad business. Okay. Not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
But if they have the chemistry between Debo and Cleveland, two ex 49ers, and I think this season they're going to take it all the way.
You think all the way to the Super Bowl?
I'm not going to put money on that.
And then lose the Niner way.
Season AJ is going to have more sacks than you.
You think
it would be hilarious if he ends with 0 sacks and we have 15.
I've been thinking that this whole time because I think that's probably likely.
I think you guys are gonna be mad wrong.
I think I put money that he has more than 0.
Yeah,
but I would put money more than 0. I'd say less than 5. Exactly.
In between 0 and 5 is my guess.
Yeah.
Why?
That's money in the bank. Less than 5.
All right, fine. In between 1 and 4. Is that a better?
Nah, 1 and 2. I don't know how many games he's playing. He's hurt.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Hold on. You keep hitting on this whole hurt thing, but I'm confused, man. He's had 15 the first year. He did play 11 his second year, so he probably had an injury there. But then 16, 16, 17. What are we talking about, my guy?
Are you looking at the minutes?
No, I'm
He
not
does have
looking at the minutes.
12 passes deflected.
Yeah, that's pretty
He's
good.
talking about mental health,
ESL.
AJ. Mental health.
You know what? You're right.
That's
You're
where
right.
the injury
That's on
lies.
me.
Yes.
I think you guys are gonna just wait and see. You know,
He won the Ted Hendricks Award in 2018.
that's pretty cool. You didn't win that, AJ.
No, I didn't.
I know it.
Be clear, I'm not claiming to be an NFL quality football player. We're gonna throw that out there.
I'm just saying. I think wait for this chemistry between
Debo.
Cleveland and
Debo and Cleveland.
What about Scary Terry? Does he fall in
Nah,
that
he's
picture?
not a 49er veteran. He's never been to the San Francisco.
All right, who else? There's got to be one other player on the team that's played on the 49ers. Let's look up the Commanders.
Probably
roster.
some
Yeah,
bum.
there probably is.
There's got to be. There's got to be. Cleveland. I don't know. I'm just going to be clicking on random players at this point because it doesn't show me.
Brent Williams. I guess he's not. I guess it's not current. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. Javon Kinlaw. He played for
Oh,
4
Kinlaw?
seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was drafted by San Francisco, actually. So
Yeah,
we
he's
go.
all right.
He is not bad. He's not bad.
Yeah, actually, he's a pretty good player.
Better than Cleveland.
Yes, I would agree. Caleb's
Right.
left the room, so sorry, Cleveland. Sorry, bro. We got to get into fantasy here shortly.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that because we've got this draft coming up. Kris, I was telling AJ before you got on here, we got everybody together this year. We're going to do it in person, so that's going to be fun. We still do
Oh,
it
sick.
on the ESPN app anyway, but everybody will go put their sticker on the board, then they'll go click the
Yeah.
player. So,
Brother,
I love
first
it.
thing I'll say, switch to the
Awesome.
Sleeper app, my guy. Switch to Sleeper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sleeper's nice, dude.
we have history on ESPN. It'll be our 6th
Yeah.
season on there, so it's fun to look at all the
Oh, yeah.
matchups,
You gotta ride
stats,
it
and
out.
like all that shit.
Yeah, enough said. You got to stay on ESPN. I care about
I
that
hear you,
history.
I hear you. I still have the Sleeper app to look at shit. It's better.
Oh,
and
smart.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. I'll find myself on there just dicking around for like hours, like learning about shit. I'm like, this is freaking sweet. I love it.
Yeah. So you guys,
Do you know your
started
pick yet?
Yeah, I do. I'm number 10 in the snake draft. So I got 10 and 11.
Out of 12?
10 out of 10.
You're last. Okay.
Yes.
Does that mean you
All
won
right.
last year?
I don't mind the turnaround.
We do random draw every year. This year we did prelude to the Kentucky Derby. We each drew RNG to horse, and it
Okay.
was whatever they
Oh,
finished
cool.
at.
Yeah.
So my guy was leading the entire time, and they came in 10.
what a
Let's hope your fantasy team doesn't follow suit.
That's right. That's right. And then my girlfriend Grace, she's first overall. So
Oh, cool.
she doesn't know what to do.
Both got the turnarounds.
Yes.
It's time to sabotage.
I think she wants to take Saquon.
Is it
Jamar's
PPR?
been- Yes, it's PPR.
If it's PPR, you got to take Jamar.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a question. Sorry, Grace,
Yeah.
but please, I know you like Saquon, but no.
Yeah, Jamar.
Yeah. You're
Yeah, I'm just
not
trying to see
getting
who I can
Saquon at
snag
that
at
point
10.
at the first spot.
If I can get like Malik Neighbors, is
You might get
projected 10 on
Saquon, but
Fantasy
I
Pro.
doubt it.
I don't think Saquon will fall all the way to 10.
No, probably not. But dude, Madden cover scares the shit out of people, and his usage last year was insane.
Yeah,
It really
fair.
was, and brought in AJ Dillon, a hammer, and Shipley looks pretty good too. I definitely could see his touches going down. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but the Madden curse scares the shit out of me, dude. When the minute it was released, he was on the cover. I was shitting bricks.
If AJ Dillon is healthy again, if his neck has recovered, I could totally see them offloading some work to him because he's a quality back,
yeah.
dude. A quality back.
The big
Huh.
thing with the Eagles is it's no secret they're one of the best teams in the league. They need to put teams away so you can have guys like Saquon not even playing in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Like the way we just let teams hang around, and like last year we were like upper 20s in points per game, but like with how good our offense is, we need to be 30 plus. Like we should be blowing teams out, and we're not. So
I agree.
I hope that happens this year, and then yeah, you can rest the boys because health is everything, and we were fortunate last year. The squad stayed healthy, and you saw what happened. I mean, 40-6 in the Super Bowl, baby, because that was the final score. Damn it!
It very well should have been.
Rest was
honestly.
garbage points. But
It was.
yeah, it's all about health. So that's one change I really want to see for the Eagles. Like prioritize that and just put teams away, because the defense should be good enough. You get a 3-possession lead, freaking don't even play starters the rest of the fourth.
Yeah.
I do want to get back to
Keep the defense
your
going.
fantasy team though, Julian. Who
Yeah, sorry.
who are you looking to target here in your back to back?
I don't know. I was hoping Malik Neighbors would fall to 10. Kind of was looking at him, and I really like fucking who is it? Derrick Henry has fallen in some. I took him last year, so I'm a little hesitant to do that again. He had a major season. I picked him up like 16, so I don't know if I'll get the same value out of 11. I like Jonathan Taylor, but he's being down in the second round at 23 on a couple of these sheets that I'm seeing. But I was looking at him.
I was gonna say I wouldn't touch him round 1 personally. Like that offense scares the crap out of me, dude. I mean, Richardson looked terrible. Danny Dimes, like we've lived this. We're good on that. And Taylor honestly has quite a bit of injury history himself. Like your point about Henry too. Like Henry is almost always healthy and he's consistent. Like we're talking about Scary Terry and Mike Evans. Like Henry is that at running back. So I definitely would go Henry personally over him. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good spot to be. Like I didn't set my draft order yet for my standard league, and I'm hoping I'm towards the back, like kind of where you're at.
Yeah,
there's a lot of talent there, and you get that 1-2 punch right off rip. That's pretty valuable.
Too. I don't know. He's kind of a wild card. I'd have to take him at 11. I think
he's probably there. I imagine.
I don't know. I want an RB wide receiver. It depends on who falls there. That's the problem. Like I could be looking at all these charts and like the wrong guy doesn't.
One thing I'll tell you,
spot.
on your first back to back, you do have to fit one running back in there because you cannot wait until the back end of round 3 to take your first running back.
I know. So like honestly, I'm looking at Jonty, Saquon, McCaffrey, Gibbs, A-Chain are projected before, and then Henry's below too. Josh Jacobs.
Gibbs,
Bijan, take the flyer on McCaffrey.
Gibbs, Bijan, Saquon are probably all gone. McCaffrey will probably be there.
I know. I had McCaffrey one time and it just didn't work, and I don't know, man. He's like, I don't know if I want to touch him. I'm hoping somebody. I just don't want him to fall to me. Is all because I might.
Right. Exactly.
Now that you're saying it out loud, this is what's gonna happen. Like he's gonna be the running back sitting there, and you're gonna have to make a decision, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And he's gonna go dummy this year.
Yeah, he could be all time, bro. He could go crazy. He had the knee surgery,
healthy,
the stem cells,
like arguably the best
Germany.
in the league.
Yeah, and he's gonna get a ton of usage, especially since Debo left too.
Yeah, and Ayuk still. I mean, he's still coming back, so. Yeah, they're definitely going to lean on him and Kittle. So, yeah, it's a tough spot to be. Like you said, just kind of hope somebody else bites the bullet before you have the chance.
Yeah, before I have to make that decision.
Yeah, but AJ brings up a good point of grabbing a back there because it's going to be tempting to go double wide receiver because you're going to have crazy talent available. And I always that's the worst part about being in the back end because it's so tempting. Get 2 studly wide receivers, but yeah, you probably really should go back. You'll thank yourself later.
Yeah, just depends on who falls. I mean, we got Bijan,
if
Saquon.
You go double back too, you could freaking corner the market.
That is true, and then try to trade somebody away like week 3 early and try to get 2 wide receivers.
Dude, there you go. Get CMC when he gets 30 points per game the first 3 weeks. That was ass.
Yeah, let him go.
That's pretty good theory.
Sell him high.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know, man. Yeah, because I don't know. I hate being in that spot because then I got to wait till what 30 something to make my second.
It's such a long wait. Yeah, it is a long wait. Yeah. The middle is probably preferred for me, but I don't like if I have to be on an end. I kind of do like later rather than early. Because early, it bites you in the ass. Like last year, the guy in my one league went McCaffrey first overall because the year before he was the best.
Yep.
So like that bites. And then the year before, I was first, and I went Jefferson, and that was the year he was riddled with injuries.
Yep.
And it's just like it's so scary when you're that early. There's so much riding on it, and yeah,
You
can
don't pick
all
again
just
till
go
what,
downhill quick.
20
Yeah.
or 19?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
yeah, because it's got to
It's
go
the
and
same.
come back around.
Yeah, it's the same problem you're facing between 2 and 3. Like, I don't like the front. I prefer the back end as well because
Mhm.
the front end, you
Yeah.
might get a top of the top player, which maybe that works out. But if it doesn't, you are in trouble because the drop off in quality between pick 1 and 2 if you're at the front
Yeah.
end in a snake is
Oh,
tough.
it's brutal. So much talent goes.
Yep. I'm
Yep.
just hoping I can hit.
Literally,
We'll see. My friends are good too, and they're all funny. So somebody's gonna somebody's gonna pick McCaffrey. I feel like at like number 4 or 5, and everybody's gonna go crazy. I don't know. Saquon's gonna
dude,
go
it's so
early.
cool. It's in person too.
Yes.
I freaking love that.
Yeah,
It's
we
gonna
did
be
it
a
that way
blast.
2 years ago too, and it was so much fun. Everybody had a blast. So
Oh,
got to
yeah.
do it again. Yeah, yeah, but I'm really struggling with that. I don't know what to look for. I mean, tight end's going to be tough too. I usually don't value them very high. So maybe this year I'd like to get somebody that's going to score some points.
Well, I like your Warren shout, but I wonder what are you seeing in your research, like where he's going? Because I could certainly see teams reaching for him.
In my most
somebody's gonna
recent
reach. Somebody's
in
gonna
my
reach.
most
That's the
recent
problem I'm on.
10-man, also a 10-man snake draft, I did this past
Him
weekend.
at 11.
Warren went in the 9th round. So
Wow. See, that's
he's
nice.
there.
He's
Yeah.
not going to go
I
that
would
late.
jump. I'd get him in the 8th.
He's not going to go that late in our round. I bet you he'll be taken in like the 7th or in our
Well, you
draft.
playing with some
Still.
like other PA guys or anything, or
No, not necessarily. It's like just people that get a lot of media attention. I feel like some people are quicker to grab up. I mean, like I don't know. Grace is a Philly fan, so she might grab Jalen Hurts, maybe 10 above his ADP or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not super stretches, but like sometimes people get a little excited. Like a lot of the
they
guys
want their
will have like
guy.
Excel sheets or like spreadsheets they print out to like target their players, and that might be a guy they want. You know what I mean? They've done some research on.
I could see it. I could see it, and especially with what Bowers did last year,
right?
Like rookie tight end. So
Come on.
yeah, I see it. But the Bears again. What the hell are they doing?
Yeah, what are they doing? But anyways, I want to come back to your point by saying you're not valuing the tight end. I agree with that in principle, except if you have an opportunity to get one of the top tight ends at a good spot, because the positional value difference there, like you had Brock Bowers last year against anybody that had just your average fantasy tight end getting a couple catches, 40 yards. That it's such an insane positional advantage.
It's plus like 5
consider.
to 10 points at week in, week out on your opponent in one position group. Yeah, there was a dude in my league last year. Bastard ended up with Kittle and Bowers. Literally rocked one of them in the flex. It was filthy.
Wow.
Actually beat him in the championship round. So he made it far with that strategy. But yeah, it's incredibly valuable when you get guys like that. But I will say, I think it's beginning to change because I used to kind of be like what AJ said, like the positional value. Like if you had Travis Kelce in his prime, like you were literally gaining 10 points on everybody every single week.
Every week.
But now I think that's beginning to go away because, at least in my opinion, there's like honestly probably 12 tight ends that I would love to have. Oh, like if I get the 12th one, whatever. I'll eat up on, other good wideouts and running backs. Like I think nowadays it's perfectly fine to wait on tight end because there's so many good ones. Like even
Goddard at 12.
Laporta, McBride, like there's guys like that are probably like 5-6 best tight end now. But like if this was 10 years ago, they're a top 3 tight end.
Yep.
So
yep.
yeah, I think waiting is the move this year anyway.
Too. Yeah, I mean,
that's another guy I really like, and he's only going to be healthier now. Like last year, he was coming back, so
yeah,
but
that's
another good one.
IR slot.
I took Brock Bowers in my draft, but that's only because he fell to me in the 3rd round. So I was like, all right,
you have
know
to,
what? I have to,
and you're getting the creme de la creme. That's totally fine. But yeah,
On an
beyond
improved
him,
offense.
right? That's true. Yeah, Gino certainly an upgrade, and Jonty's only going to help too.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like honestly, this year there's probably only 3 tight ends that I would spring for early, and yeah, Bowers is one. Like I might do McBride. I really like him, and his usage is just phenomenal. If he managed to get touchdowns last year, he would have been up with the best. But
Yep.
yeah, I think he only scored 1 touchdown, but everything else, his numbers are phenomenal.
Yep.
But yeah, him, and then Kittle too. I think is going to be phenomenal again. He's just a machine. Like if you got points for being a blocking tight end too, Kittle would break the game.
Love to see
Did
that.
you know that even with
He does it
only the
all.
1 touchdown last year, that Trey McBride finishes the number 2 tight end in PPR with 1
There we go.
touchdown?
That's
Yeah,
right,
it was
you
1.
had him in
Yeah,
one
I knew
league.
it was light.
He held me
2,
afloat.
excuse me, 2. I'll correct myself.
2,
I didn't
okay.
scroll far enough, but still, number
Yeah.
2 tight end with 2 touchdowns the whole year. The guy is getting
Yeah.
fed the ball. To be fair, I
Right.
think that offense will be a little more spread out this year. I think Marvin Harrison's gonna take a little bit of a jump this year and
Yeah, for
take up
sure.
a bit more of the target share. But Trey McBride, I agree, those would be the 3 that I would spring for as well a bit early.
Yeah.
Yep. Y'all,
Yep.
you both
And
you
then
guys
even like
nailed it on the thing I'm looking at. So it's Bowers, Kittle, McBride, number 1, 2, 3, and then tier 2 is Laporta, Mark Andrews, Hawkinson, Travis Kelce, and then they have Tucker Kraft from Green Bay.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
like Kraft.
And then Joku, Ingram, Tyler Warren, Goddard, Kincaid, Pitts, Colston Loveland, and then Jake Ferguson. So I'm usually taking a guy in the tier 3 because
I forgot
even
about
tier 2
Ingram
gets
too.
drafted
That's a
early.
nice. He's a Bronco now, right?
Dude, that's
Yes.
Nice.
he is
That's a
underrated
nice
in my
spot.
opinion. I think he's a little. Just gonna throw that
He'll get
out
some
there.
usage,
Well, he
man.
he suffered from being a giant. Like we've talked about it on our pod before, but like there's so much luck involved in the NFL. Like where you're taken, what situation you're in, and your supporting cast, like players around you, all that. Like it can dictate your career. So like guys like that, like he was nothing in New York. Like you saw the potential, but they never could tap into it. And like now we're kind of seeing it with Pitts. Like Pitts still like every year they try and get you in fantasy draft.
I know.
It's this breakout year. But yeah, it's like clearly there's something going on in Atlanta. Like maybe it's different with Penix this year, and you know he's definitely survived a coordinator change or two. But yeah, it's like it's not working. But I could totally see him as like the next Ingram. After this contract, he finds a new home, and then he's all of a sudden what you thought he could be. But in his case, maybe not so much because he was like the 6th overall pick. Like,
yeah, did you
got
guys
a lot
see
to
that?
live up to.
That NFL memes post of like it was Penix he was talking to reporters or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, what do you think Kyle Pitts' usage is going to be this year?" And he goes, "Oh, we're going to get him the ball a lot." And it's like, and the captions like Atlanta Falcons trying to hype up fantasy owners or something like that in the draft.
Yeah, right. It's so funny. I saw people go crazy with it. They're like, Penix is going to Disney World every other Sunday with with him, and they're bonding all the time, and like all this and that. Like, I don't care. Like, it's gonna be Drake London. It's more importantly, it's gonna be Bijan. It's gonna be a lot of Bijan.
Yep.
And you know, Mooney was really nice for them last year too. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. Could be wrong, but I'm certainly that's a different degree, but kind of similar to the CMC. Like I'm gonna let somebody else make that decision, unless he's there like second to last pick or something stupid. Then I'll take.
Yeah,
him.
I got him at 4 last year.
Certainly
He
not as
honestly
a
worked
starter.
out. He averaged like 20 points a week. But I mean, he's valued at 2 this year, which I would not take him at.
Oh, Bijan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think honestly, I think he's going to be phenomenal this year. Penix really opens up the offense compared to Kirk. Kirk coming back from that Achilles was literally a statue. Like it all kind of came out once Penix finally went in the lineup there, but like they literally weren't using like up to 50% of their offense. Like they literally couldn't do those plays because of how immobile he was and how he just had to get rid of it. And all of that comes back with Penix. And yeah, the team's on the up and up. I've been burned saying this before. Like 2 years ago, I thought they were gonna have like a top 10 defense. Like, oh, I was wrong. But yeah, I think they're gonna turn the corner a bit. I think they're gonna push the Bucks for the division this year. It's probably still the Bucks division, but it's definitely going to be close. And it was close this past year too, even with the Cousins and Penix being new and everything. But yeah, I like the team. I'm also a little biased. I have Penix in a dynasty league, so hoping for the best. But
Yeah, that's gonna be
Is
my
that
next
our
question.
dynasty league?
yeah, it is.
Okay.
Caleb Williams and Penix, super young, super unproven, hoping for the best.
There we go. That was going to be my next question / comment. I know you guys talked about that a little last time you were on here, but tell me what's going on in the Dynasty League. How are we faring this year?
Oh,
Because Kris,
well,
you had one, right? You said you had #1 overall pick. Was that? Do I remember you saying that?
no,
No, it was.
no.
It
I
was
was
if you
saying
had
in
the #1 pick,
years
you would take
past.
John T. That's what he
No,
said.
no. I was saying, oh, yeah. In that,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, and I wanted to honestly, but my team decided to do pretty damn good towards the end of last year when I didn't want them to.
Right.
Yeah, I was against the tank, which that's a whole other thing. The guy in our league who full on tanked and pisses me off. And then this year in our rookie draft, he's the pick ahead of me, and he gets Hampton. I'm sitting at 5, and I didn't know what the hell to do, and I went with Judkins. So now there's all this Judkins shit happening. So I'm like freaking out, and I need running backs bad. Like my starters are Kamara and Montgomery. So 2 older backs, but 2 backs that were recently signed to nice deals, like certainly going to get used. But with the Lions without Ben Johnson, I feel like Gibbs is definitely going to get more touches this year, and Montgomery's role might shrink. But yeah, those are my starting running backs. So I was really banking on Judkins, which I love the guy as a talent. Like I think that was definitely the right pick for me. But yeah, with all this news and everything, like he's probably looking at like a 6-game suspension, something like that. So yeah, that's gonna hurt because it's not enough for me to like. We have a taxi squad. Are you familiar with how that is? Yeah. So it's not enough for me to put him on there. So I have to keep him on my active roster. But odds are I'm gonna go like 6 weeks without having him. So
Right.
that's like best case scenario. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, I like my squad a lot. I drafted really young. This is year 2 of the dynasty. So last year was the big boy draft, and I went really young, really strong at wide receiver and tight end. I have Bowers, which is freaking amazing. But yeah, it's just question marks are quarterback and running back, and I didn't really address it this year. I did get Milrow in this year's rookie draft, but that's not going to be anything this year anyway. He's behind Sam Darnold, so he might take the job by next year, though. That's kind of what I'm hoping. I feel like Darnold's not going to pan out in Seattle. I feel like O'Connell is like one of the great minds in the NFL, and he's kind of a quarterback whisperer for the Vikings. So that being said, I don't have faith in JJ McCarthy, but that's a whole other thing.
I don't either.
Yeah. Dude, Sam Darnold needs to buy him a Lambo or something, bro. He got the man paid.
Oh yeah, for real. Dude, imagine if he performed against the Lions the last week, and then in playoffs if he performed against the Rams.
He's a fatter contract.
He would have got a. Oh my gosh, that hurt him so much. His numbers were insane last year, which was funny because it was a week in, week out thing on our podcast. Just not wanting to pick the Vikings to win because we're looking at the roster, we're seeing Sam Darnold, and it's like this has got to stop. But then week after week, just got the dubs. And crumbled at the end, certainly hurt his contract big time. And honestly, his future, because if he won at least one of those games, which obviously it changes everything. If they beat the Lions, they would have had the 1 seed. Like everything would have switched. But yeah, it's crazy. It really is. He just really hurt himself those last few games. But still got a bag. Like you said, certainly owes O'Connell something.
Yeah. It'd be sweet to be a backup QB. Maybe like let Milrow take the helm after he underperforms the first half of the season.
That's what I'm hoping for. And Milrow has a ridiculously high ceiling. He's got a really strong arm, and he's probably immediately a top 3 athlete at the position just entering the league. So yeah, really good for fantasy if he can see the field. But he certainly has a lot of growing to do too. Bama, not the best year last year. I mean, Which Vanderbilt had a good year, but I mean, Bama lost to Vanderbilt last year. Like
that's tough.
wild work. And
It
Milroe was at the helm.
Fun
so.
to see. That was so fun to see.
Oh,
Honestly,
awesome to see.
Freaking
As
out,
an
yeah.
LSU guy, come on, I was freaking out. But
loving it.
yeah,
Loving it. AJ, where were you at this year in the rookie draft?
This year in the rookie draft, I was at 9.
Mm.
It was kind of a really tough spot in the rookie draft. It was kind of the pick where we started to move down a tier is kind of where I put it personally. And I, like Kris, really, really needed a running back badly. I have Josh Jacobs. That's great. Love that. But
Yeah.
after that, at the end of last year, I was starting Jalen Warren. I literally started Emmanuel Wilson a few times. Garendo threw in there. It was tough scene. Kris can tell you. I had a tough start to the year and then just a crap ton of injuries, dude. A
Yes.
crap ton of injuries. Like I got
with these bum ass lineups he's talking about, this man proceeded to win like 10 straight weeks. Almost went from like last to first in the standings, made playoffs, and then it didn't work out for him. But holy shit. And the lineups he was putting together, like, he's not kidding. His injury bug was insane. I mean, he has Ayuk, he has Olave, like, he had major injuries to his receivers. He mentioned his running backs. I mean, he literally has Jacobs and then the next 5 backups to Jacobs. And then.
I do own the entire Green Bay Packers back room, just in case.
Yeah, he does. And then he was like rolling Warren out there, which solid, but splitting all the shit with Najee, like, so not ideal, but yeah, the dude went.
I was also starting Quentin Johnston. He made a lot of starts.
Yeah,
Trey Tucker was in the squad, and I was just some way somehow I ripped off. It was the last 8 games of the year I won.
Yeah,
I think I was 2nd seed, so I got a bye, and then I ended up losing my first playoff game, which was whatever. I shouldn't have even been there with the squad that I was rolling out.
It was crazy.
So that also kind of sucked for the draft pick because I didn't ever feel like I had a chance at the chip with the team that I had.
Right.
So I honestly didn't necessarily want to make the playoffs. But like Kris, I'm putting my best lineup out there every week.
Absolutely.
Like whatever happens, happens.
Right.
Like you can
win.
start stars and put up 20 points for all you know. So just throw your best lineup out there, and it doesn't work out, then good for you. Plus, it makes the league better. The teams that actually suck are going to get the higher draft picks.
Right.
Like it keeps more people
Very
involved,
good
especially in
point.
a dynasty that's year over year. Like you want to keep people involved. So the teams that are actually bad should probably let them take in the top guys the next year. That's a whole thing, but
yeah, that's so true. Got to keep the league together. Like dynasty, it still scares me. I mean, we're only starting our 2nd year, and it's like, I built this team as a 10-year plan, so you fuckers better play.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, got to keep everybody invested. Yeah, going into the 6th year, I've won once. I've been to the playoffs 5 times.
Nice.
I have 1 top 3 finish. It's my championship. We have 16 playoffs. So I mean, I'm losing in the first round. Classic Pittsburgh move. You know. That's awesome. We're getting. I mean, I won once, and last year, honestly, let me tell you, my team was awesome. I probably should have won. Just had a terrible week. First round of playoffs, got kicked out. Is what it is. It happens. And then the subsequent weeks playing in the whatever games, hammering everybody, 160 points, 170, and I'm freaking out because obviously that would have been the next couple of weeks or whatever, but puts me off.
It's brutal.
Is what it is.
But yeah, that's fantasy, man. It's crazy.
Huge.
That is fantasy
Chuba
life,
Hubbard.
man.
Chuba Hubbard, like the 5th round or 6th round last year. Oh,
bro, listen to this. Okay, so my standard draft league, we're going into the 4th year. That sucks, but but going into the 4th year of this one, started with some work, guys. My big money league. I won it the first year, got last, and did the punishment my 2nd year. Proceeded to win it again last year.
What was the punishment?
I had to do a beer milk mile. So went and did that in the snow out here in Wisconsin. It was snow on the ground. It was great. super awesome on the stomach. Felt so good when I was done. But dude, I did it in like 10 minutes, so that's not bad. The mile plus all the drinking,
I
I'll
was gonna
take
say
that.
I feel like that's pretty impressive, man. I feel
Yeah,
like a
no,
10-minute
that's not bad.
mile in itself is above average.
Well, I was cooking on the running, dude. See, I was
How much beer
beaming
and
it.
how much milk?
It rotated. It was 2 full glasses of milk, so 12 or 16 ounces. I don't know. A beer, 12 ounces, probably 12 ounces of milk. Drink that whole thing. Get to the next point, hit the milk again. Get to the next one, finish her off with a beer. So that was just awesome.
Jeez. Wow. And
Um,
it was one drink per lap.
no,
We had
it
a track or
yes, 1 drink per lap. Correct, 1 drink per lap.
yeah.
I was
Okay.
at a track. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was great. But the point I was getting to is about Chuba. Is it's a keeper
Yes.
league, and
Yes.
Chuba I drafted in the 14th round last year. I got him in the 14th, so I got to keep him as a probable like RB2 at worst 3 in the 14th round. Like
Yes.
I'm set up so
Dude,
well with just that keeper.
He's gonna get so many checkdowns.
I did
from
not
tight
see.
end this year, baby. Come on.
Dude, I did not see his emergence coming at all. Because I had him in one of my like one and done leagues. I guess it was probably his rookie year. It wasn't last year, the year before. And not very good. Like he didn't really do much for me. And they were trying to run Miles Sanders too at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of squeaked in, stole the job already, which I should have took as a good sign. But yeah, going in the last year, I was not high on him at all, and I think he literally might not have even been drafted, and I think it was a 12-man league, and he literally didn't get drafted. But then by week 2 or whenever he went off the first time, he got scooped up, and yeah, he got that guy in the playoffs, and that was a big part of it. But yeah, that's quite the find, and to have him in a keeper league at the 14 spot
Yeah, that's
is freaking
crazy.
huge.
What's the cutoff
That's awesome.
for like keepers?
What do you mean by that?
Like what round or later do you have to draft them in to be able to keep them?
You can do them any round. We don't
really?
actually have a cutoff. But most of the time that's fine. I don't think there's a ton of value in the front rounds most of the time either. Because I mean, here's the deal. Last year I got Lamar in the 4th, and he would have been a late 4th for me, like pick 39 because I was pick 2. So I debated keeping him there because he's going in 2nd round or early 3rd this year, and I was still like, no, I gotta take Chuba because that's a 10-round jump. Like he's going, maybe 9. He's going, I think, like 44 or something on average ADP. So either way, I think it's nice to have the cutoff in concept in case someone's getting like 6th to 1st or something like that. That's a big jump, but
didn't you get Lamar anyway?
I did get Lamar anyways. Yes, I did get Lamar anyways. It's fine.
There we go, money.
You did get it.
That's right. That's right. Now I can't stop thinking
funny.
about Tua and the Dolphins.
I know. I'm like, what do I say about his kids? I don't know what to say about his kids.
All I gotta say, we're on the Dolphins. I like Ollie Gordon, dude. Just gonna throw that out there. I would not be surprised to see.
He looked good in his first preseason game. I mean,
He
got
did.
reception for 30 plus yards, and the guy's just a tank. And I'm sure you were gonna say this. I'm just stealing all your shit, but he's the only power back they have. I mean, Dolphins speed is literally the first word that comes to mind when Dolphins. The running backs are that way too. I mean, Achane and Wright are both speed backs, and then they put Ollie in, and it's like they're running a freaking right guard back there. Freaking awesome. But yeah, he was a stud in college, and then last year, his senior year, not so hot. That's why he fell into the 6th round. But yeah, sky's the limit for him. But yeah, I think he'll steal some touches. I mean, even this preseason game, I was watching it because they're playing the Bears, and I always have rooting interest in the Bears. But they're on the goal line, and the Bears defense held them because they just kept running their speed backs right into like the A gap. It's like, what are we doing? It's Ollie time. But I guess they don't know yet.
Very interesting. I've heard Achane might have some health issues, so it might be interesting to look at him value.
Well, that's a good point too. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, in fantasy, you're probably not touching him this year, honestly. But if you do, like if you're one of those guys that like to handicap a back, Achan is a good one to handicap. Like if you get Achan, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get him. But we're talking last pick of the draft type stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I think he's got an opportunity there in Miami with the likely injuries that will probably come up, and just him being a different style back too. It's very valuable. He's in a good spot. But to your point about guys that are kind of sleeper
Under the
picks,
radar, maybe.
yeah, under the radar. I kind of already mentioned it, but Evan Ingram, I think, would be phenomenal. Like
till probably December. So these will be at that point. It'll be mid-season. Like people will be able to see if these pan out. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
Stealing any draft info. We're
not.
Yeah.
I did think about that before we started diving in because I know you mentioned your draft coming up, and I was like, oh yeah. We're not. He's fine. But yeah, I think Evan Ingram's is a great one because, like we said, there's a lot of good tight ends, and as I mentioned too, I wouldn't rush to grab one unless you're getting one of those top three. Right. And if not, I mean, you get a guy like Evan Ingram late. I think him in Denver is going to be awesome. I mean, they got Sutton. Mims kind of came on late last year, but other than that, the guys to throw to weapon-wise isn't so hot. So tight end, quarterback's best friend. I think he'll be good for Bo Nix and just a good pick this year.
Because he ate up a lot of targets in Jacksonville, right, last year? I mean, he scored pretty decent.
Oh, yeah. He was banged up a lot last year. That's one concern I do have with him because he had a year in New York where he was banged up too. But when he was healthy for Jacksonville, like not last year, the year before, it's phenomenal. And then, parts of last year, really good too. But, it's definitely a guy you can get late with high upside.
Now, his first 2 years in Jacksonville, he finished 5th and 2nd for tight ends in PPR. And then last year he was on pace for he was on pace for even better than the 5th year by a couple points by the time he got hurt last year. So he's solid, man. So I do like that a lot.
Yeah, and honestly, might as well stick with the Broncos. Like I mentioned, Mims came on last year. Like he could be securing that wide receiver 2 spot for the Broncos. And this is a guy you could probably get pretty damn late with good upside. So if for some reason you're running back heavy in your draft or you draft quarterback early and you missed out on some talent, that's another guy who could pay off. He's big play guy and started getting consistent last year. It wasn't just like one off. Like he had a few weeks in a row of being very productive. So curious to see what they do with him this year. It's just kind of one of those things. Like the ball's got to go somewhere. It can't go to Sutton every time. They did get Harvey in the draft, the running back. So I think he's going to get a lot of usage as well. But yeah, when they're throwing it, it's got to go somewhere.
True that. All right, so I'll be looking at the Broncos heavily.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
I didn't expect to go that way, but yeah.
Broncos, yeah, no, that was it. That was an interesting segue.
Let's ride.
I kind of like Godwin's going pretty late, like early double-digit rounds, late single-digit rounds, and I know he's got the injury concern, but at that point in the draft, you can get him in 9, 10. Like that's not a bad flyer at that point when the core of your team's already built out from the first 8 rounds. And if he is healthy, he's gonna have a big year. That's just how it's gonna be.
My gosh, the way he started off last year was insane. It was like 12 catches a game, like stupid.
Yeah, that was crazy stats, man. That was wild to look at.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah. Just can't stay healthy.
Yep.
It does suck. I love him. He just seems like a real sweet dude too. Like I don't know, gives me that down to earth vibe. Like you can just grab a beer with him.
Yeah, hang out.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a few of those in the league.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. The league's not totally broken.
I feel like another guy I'd be looking at. He's true mid rounds, like 7, 6, 7, 8, probably. I like Jerry Jeudy. I feel like he should be going earlier than that. I know their quarterback situation is a mess, but
Mm-hmm.
I think
all they got.
he's yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Other than
I mean, after that,
Njoku, which is tight end.
that Cedric Tillman looked pretty good
Yeah,
last
he
year
looked
when he was
nice.
healthy, but then he got hurt, so who knows what you're gonna get out of
Right.
him coming back.
Plus,
But
you had the Winston factor last year. Like,
you did
the
have the
guy's
Winston
just
factor.
the ultimate
Fuck,
gunslinger.
he's down there
So,
somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
That's
if
right.
Joe
Dude,
Flacco plays, dude, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about it, honestly.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Which
I
I
agree.
think it's Flacco's job to lose at least to start the year. So
That's
have a few
crazy,
good
dude.
weeks
Can you
of
imagine
Tillman
rostering
action.
5 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
That's
Well, and then
wild.
who'd they pick up? They picked up Huntley or some shit.
Yeah,
too,
Tyler
because,
Huntley.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
back?
because 2 of them. Oh jeez.
I don't even remember where
That's-
we were at. Talking about mid to late round picks.
I think
I think we were on Joe Flacco.
That's right.
I think we should talk about Tua for a minute. Get it out of the way.
Yeah, you're right.
To do it.
You're right. Lefty, he's slanging. I don't know if last time y'all were on here, I think it was shortly after one of his injuries, and we were talking about like player safety and like whether he
Yeah.
should be allowed to.
Yeah, I think it
return to
was.
football.
I mean, hate to make the joke, but odds are it was after an injury of his. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible, and it's interesting too, like how he's turned down like the Guardian cap and just all these other measures to keep him safe. He's like, nah, fuck that.
Whatever, to each his
yeah.
own. They're grown
Dude,
men. They're professional athletes. They know the risks that they take when they put
Dude,
that uniform on.
That's so true. And yeah, I mean, and they're paid for that risk, in a way. So
Yep.
I totally think it's fair. I mean, a good example of that too is watch college and all those O linemen have like those knee braces on, like with the brackets coming up, and then the minute they get that payday, they're like, "See ya."
Yep.
Like, we don't need that anymore. That's uncomfortable, and I'm taken care of. But yeah,
I didn't know that's why that was. Is that why those guys?
It's
take
gotta
them off?
be. It's that, or there's a rule in college that they have to wear them or some shit that I don't know about. But I just drew that conclusion myself that it's got to be about the money. Like, they're trying to preserve their health till they get their ticket, and then once they get it, they're like,
Fair enough.
This I get paid when I'm hurt or healthy.
Right? Yeah.
But
That's
not
true.
that they want it, but you know what I mean.
Of course.
But yeah, it is interesting, the whole Tua situation in Miami, because I mean, the way they are without him, you'd think he'd be in MVP conversation every year. Like, this team just crumbles without him. And with him, they're a top 10 offense. Like, they're phenomenal. They're winning games, like not playoff games, but winning regular season games. And
gotta start
the
somewhere.
minute he goes down, it's rough for them. So, I mean, he's clearly important. They need some sort of plan, though. Like, how many years are we going to go on this path and they don't have a backup option?
Yep.
Like, it's Zach Wilson, and they drafted Ewers, which looked like shit in the preseason, by the way.
Looked terrible.
Yeah, but that's the backup plan. Like, come on. Like, you should almost go into the season knowing he's going to get hurt and just plan it that way. And if he doesn't, great, God bless. But
right, sure.
Like, plan for him to be hurt. And that goes for every team. You're talking about the most important position. Like, you need a backup plan. Like, what are we doing here? But I don't know. They aren't addressing it at all. And it makes no sense to me because,
hey, man,
I mean, it's clear as day in the proof. Yeah.
I'm preaching to the choir, man. I've been living that the last, 5-6 seasons at least. I mean, we should have drafted somebody under Big Ben still 7 years ago.
Right.
We should have a guy on the second leg of his contract.
Such a good point. Like, could you imagine if he had a chance to tutor and, like, groom a young quarterback? Like, that would have been freaking awesome.
Yeah.
He was a guy that, like, he had great physical ability. I mean, the guy was a brick house, and very good arm. But that being said, like, his mental side of the game was phenomenal. And, get that. He had that I'm the dog factor too. Like, late game, we need to win this. Like, I'm going to go win it. And, like, that stuff can't necessarily be taught, but it's certainly worth trying.
Absolutely.
They did not have a backup option at all. And, I mean, now it's Rodgers. I mean,
Rodgers or bust.
Ohio
I mean, we
State
still
cat.
don't.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess Howard. But I mean, like
Howard, yeah.
5th round. Are we really getting that much
Yeah, I
value
mean-
out of that?
No, probably not. Yeah, it's
I'm not a
bizarre.
Will Howard fan, so I don't think so.
Which, what
Yeah.
did you think
Howard.
about? Yeah, that's true. What did you think about the field stuff? Like, did you want to keep him around, or were you fine
I think
with
I would have
letting him
preferred
go?
Fields. I think we would have won more games late season with Fields. I think in the middle of the
Yeah.
season we kind of had an easier schedule, and I think simple play action, simple playbook was fine enough to win us games. We had a good defense.
Right.
Russ could put up at least like 21 points on the board, but I don't think it
Yeah.
allowed us to play creatively. We were just very standard. I mean, teams knew what to
Right.
come out with against
And-
us later in the season, and you could see that. And I
Yeah.
don't know.
And you know
Having to
what you're
do-
getting with Russ too. Like,
Right.
Fields has opportunity to grow still. He's still really
Yeah.
young. So, but
Yep.
I meant more in regards to like this offseason. Did you want to sign him again, or
Yeah, I would have
were
liked
you
to
cool
keep
with letting him
Fields,
go?
but
Yeah.
I think he never would have stayed after the second half of last year. So I think I was
Yeah.
already like writing him off because I think he was
Yeah.
out the door.
I read an article that was basically saying that too. Like, he felt the disrespect and everything, and
'Cause he had
rightfully so. Like you said,
good games, good
he
weeks.
did, and
He played good
he
football.
protected the ball. He had like one turnover. That was it.
He wasn't
Which,
he
as a
wasn't like
young
phenomenal
QB
or
who's-
great by any means,
No,
but he was good.
But he was safe, which is honestly kind of what Pittsburgh needed. Because with your kick-ass defense year in, year out, that's pretty much, you win the turnover margin, you're looking good. Because the defense,
Yes.
the steel curtain, they're not going to give
Yeah,
up
baby.
more than 20. So
I mean, all we need are
you score
long,
more than 20, you're going to win
sustained-
90%
yes.
of your games.
and we need long offensive drives because it keeps the defense off the field. It rests
Time on
them.
attack.
Yes, the defense has been on the field way too much the last few seasons. If we can just cut that
Yeah, that's
down
a
by
good
say
point.
20%, I feel like that gives us more situations where we can win close games, like a Kansas City situation, and elevate ourselves to the next level. Now, I don't think we're going to win a playoff game this year. I was hoping, but I don't think so. I think we're going to make it again as a wild card
Yeah,
slot.
yeah, probably.
I have it. I have the bet in DraftKings already, or not DraftKings, ESPN bet already, baby. I'm ready for it. And that way, if we do better than that, I'm elated. But if we regress to the mean, I win my money. Because I honestly don't see this team winning less than 7 games this year. I think we're still a solid
Still
football
have
team.
Mike Tomlin as the
Yeah, Mike
coach,
Tomlin.
dude. You are winning
Right.
9 games this year.
Right.
It is going to happen.
Like I
Exactly.
said, 8-1 is the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a
What do you
possibility.
think of?
I don't know.
What do you think about Caleb Johnson? Do you think? Me and AJ talked about this on one of our episodes, but do you think he's going to take the RB1 job by the time this year's through, or do you think Warren is going to hold on to that?
I don't know. We'll see. I think it's tough to judge Warren based on the last couple of years because Najee came in and was clearly the lead back. He was
Right, and he's such
the
a
powerhouse.
workhorse.
Yes. And like now that Warren's going to get a little more time, we'll see how shifty he is. If he can hold up and his longevity's there, being hit 2-3 downs, a play set, right? So we'll see if he can sustain that. But yeah, I think by the end of the year, Warren will be out. He looked really good at Iowa, so I don't know. I saw a bunch of his clips. I haven't seen him play in the preseason. We had an engagement party on Saturday, so I didn't get to watch. Watched a couple highlights or whatever. But yeah, I think by the end of the year, Warren will swap out. But I still think it'll be like they're not worth looking at in fantasy if that's what you're going for, because it's like it's classic Steelers move, bro. They're gonna split time.
It's going to be a split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But I think I said on our pod that I definitely think Warren's going to open as the lead back for sure.
Yep.
I don't think there's any question about that in my mind. I also wouldn't be surprised if Caleb Johnson takes it over by the end, but I think that Warren will be the lead back at the start of the year.
Yep.
Well, still on the Steelers here, I want to ask you how you feeling about the Cam Hayward situation. It's a pretty important player for you all.
I agree. I'm kind of shocked that this is going on because I feel like he's been such a large presence, not only for the team, but a positive media presence for Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, the Walter Payton Award winner. I mean, he's very active on his podcast. He's a huge advocate for like Pittsburgh sports, works a lot within the community. You know, it'd be interesting to see where the discrepancies are happening. Like, where are they not meeting in the middle? Because it's not cool to let a guy like this hang out to dry. I mean, he's done so much for the team, the program, the city itself. I mean, and he's still playing at an elite level. I mean, he's old. There's no way around it. He's getting up there, but he's still on that level, and I think he'll give 1 or 2 more seasons of that. Obviously, we need to look to move on from there. I think we did draft a few guys, but I think, you know, something reasonable, pay the man. He's done wonders for Pittsburgh in general, retires jersey or whatever, but yeah, I think you need to do something for the guy.
You do see that in the league too with these old stars like that have stuck around on your team. Like the Eagles actually do a really good job of this. Like Fletcher Cox, for example, on his way out. Like we overpaid for him 100%. And I think we knew we were doing that, but it's like a bit of a thank you for your service. Like you're still good, and you know there are moments where you can be, you know, the Fletcher Cox of old. In big games or end of games, whatever. But yeah, like you throw a little extra cheddar at them. I mean, they did a lot for you. And like you said, in Hayward's case, like beyond the football field, I mean, what he does for the community and everything else too. Like he's a fan favorite. You almost pay him for the fans. Like, like, yeah, give the man his flowers. But
as you said, also he's getting old. But
I'd
he was
like to
literally
see more teams do that.
He was literally an All-Pro last year.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah,
I get it. I guess.
It's hard. The
that pairing with TJ Watt is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, even Highsmith on the other side, he's gonna want money. Coming up here.
Yeah, he is.
We got a couple young guys coming in. What's his face from Oregon? I think was our first round pick. He's a D tackle. I thought. We're getting a couple guys back on the O line that were injured. Fontanu, who was our first round pick out of Washington last year, I think. I don't know. He was a right tackle, but we can move Broderick Jones back to left tackle. Hopefully, he's figured his shit out. Protect Aaron Rodgers, A-Raj, baby. Throw it to some DK action. I don't know, man. The whole Pickens thing was wild. There must have been some sort of something in the locker room. I don't know. There had to have been something behind the scenes, because keeping him on his rookie contract with DK Metcalf would have been unbelievable, man. Even if we kept him for the next year and then didn't pay him or traded him away or let him go to free agency, like that would have been crazy. Something had to happen.
Well, Mike Tomlin, there's no way he puts up with shit, dude. So that could have been something. But also, they just traded for another semi-diva in DK. I don't think he's terrible, but he's definitely got some diva in him.
Yeah.
Two of them in the same locker room, dude. That is an atomic bomb waiting to explode.
We were pissed, dude, when the Pickens trade happened. We were pissed because we wanted this drama. Like these two every day in the same locker room. Yeah, now, I mean, we're kind of going to get it with Pickens and Lamb, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Lamb is much of a diva compared to, you know, like DK or Pickens, but yeah, I mean, Pickens is still going to a place where he is clearly not the wide receiver one. Like, he was better off staying in Pittsburgh if he wanted that argument.
Right,
but,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, CD's the guy, and actually kind of scares me as an Eagles fan because, I mean, it's only going to give CD more opportunity, which is a crazy thing to say because I feel like he was doing 70% of the throws. But, yeah, it's kind of scary.
Hey, bro.
We'll see what kind of Dak is out there. I mean, he's such a question mark at this point.
Pittsburgh's history in trading diva receivers, we have a pretty good track record, bro.
Yeah, this is true.
We do.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's actually amazing. Even back to like Martavis Bryant or whatever, like going way back. You guys have you know when to sell for sure.
Yep. Yeah, hey, maybe not in other areas. I think, you know, drafting a quarterback being one of them, but damn, we know when to get rid of a wide receiver, man. Most notably, I think recently was Chase Claypool, and then AB before that.
Claypool was insane,
Wallace.
dude. You got a freaking second round pick for that? Crazy. What were the Bears doing? And he played like one game for them.
Yeah.
And then I think he ended up spending a season in Miami, didn't even play, and he's got to be out of the league at this point. But yeah, talk about selling when they're hot. Yeah, that was masterful work. And the Bears are kind of stupid too, but still got to take advantage of it.
Sorry, Bears
Smart
fan.
decision in Ben Johnson, though. Coming from a Lions fan, smart decision.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
It could be what's needed to unlock Caleb.
I probably said it last time we were on, but diehard Eagles fan. But that being said, I like the Rams and Bears as well. I'm NFC heavy for some reason, but care a lot about those teams too. But yeah, as a semi-Bears fan, very happy to have Ben Johnson. I already like what I'm seeing, just articles I've read. Luther Burden, the rookie wideout from Missouri, he was like lining up wrong in practice or whatever, and there was like a whole thing on Ben Johnson letting him have it and like cut practice early. Like he's just being hard on him, and I really think they need that tough love because they got a lot of young guys on that team, and I think they kind of need that. Yeah, I'm excited. He's great offensive mind, and yeah, I was really banking on seeing Caleb Williams and the first team in preseason. Hopefully, we see him next week. I mean, we didn't see him week 1 of preseason, which was kind of shocking. I mean, it's a whole new offense, and he's got to prove himself too. I mean, Caleb Williams had a decent year considering everything going on in Chicago last year, but yeah, he's got a lot to prove still, and yeah, I was hoping to see him, but yeah, we'll see him soon enough and see what kind of juice Ben Johnson is cooking with.
That's right. Yeah, man, I think he could really do something there. All right, so 2 things before I let you guys leave here, before we get out of here. I want to go through maybe NFL teams that we might see a big regression from, and then NFL teams that we might see a big jump. And then we can kind of close out and talk about our teams a little bit because I didn't get any AJ's takes on the Lions. I'm interested to hear what he has to say. And then especially, like I said earlier, this will come out in like November or December. So you just be warned. So everything that you say, it'll basically either pan out or not. So I'm really excited to go back and listen to it then and see what's up. So maybe a team that you think is going to do much better than last year, and then a team you think is going to do way worse.
I'm going to go with a lot better. The San Francisco 49ers. I'm banking on if McCaffrey stays healthy. I think they're going to be a lot better than they were last year. And team that might do a lot worse. I'm going to say the Vikings here. I know they've got a offense there with, Jettas, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones was great last year, signed Jordan Mason to back him up. But they won 14 games last year. That is a very, very when you've got a rookie coming in. And I'm just not sure, even if JJ plays well, I just don't think they can match that 14-win season of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. A team I think that's going to be better. I'm going with my Bears because we just mentioned Ben Johnson. I think just another year with Caleb Williams to get a little better. I mean, year 2s with quarterbacks are tricky. They usually either rise to the top or crumble down to nothing. But yeah, I just think he really addressed the O-line really well this offseason, and I think that was a major issue. And then honestly, just the coaching itself was just so terrible last year. I mean, you think about that whole Thanksgiving game, and oh my God, it was just horrible. But yeah, I think they're going to grow a lot. It's going to be a classic Bears defense. It's going to be solid, and yeah, I think they're going to grow quite a bit. As for a team that's going to be worse, another team we kind of talked about a good bit. I think the Dolphins are, and I mentioned this on the pod. Which they weren't phenomenal last year, and again, the Tua injuries, everything didn't help.
Sure.
But I think they're going to crumble. I mean, I feel like the locker room's in shambles. I think McDaniels doesn't have control over the squad. I think Tyreek Hill is becoming cancerous. It's really bad. I think they're going to crumble down into nothing. And it's a team that I think defensively is lacking talent, but offensively, on paper, they're pretty freaking solid. O-line's pretty rough, but yeah, a team that I think a lot of people expect to bounce back. and obviously these people are assuming a healthy Tua, but yeah, I think they're gonna crumble down pretty hard this year, and lead
Nice.
to a McDaniel firing, and
Yep.
maybe move Tyreek and kind of like a mini rebuild there.
Yeah. Yeah. All great points. I was either going to go with one of the other two teams in that division for my team that's going to get better. I couldn't decide between the Pats and the Jets because both of them were awful last year.
I like the Pats take. I think they're gonna climb for sure. I think Vrabel's phenomenal as a coach, and yeah, they're just young yet. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but yeah, I agree. Sorry to steal your show. I mean,
No.
say what
You're
you want
totally
about the
fine.
Pats, but yeah,
No,
no, I
yeah,
just really
Drake
like that
May,
you said it because
year
that's a
two.
great shout out. I think they're gonna
Yeah,
be
I
really
think so.
good.
And like,
That's a
I
good
don't
one.
know if I'd mentioned on the show last time, but I'd bet them over 4.5 games last year, and I lost because they only won 4. I do think they'll win 5 games this year. Their line's set at 5.5, so I don't know what to do there. But yeah, so I think they are going to improve. But I was going to say the Jets too. I think they're going to be a little more cohesive, not as much drama with the firings, and with, I think Fields is going to come in and kind of just play football. So I think they'll win 7 or 8 games this year. Not notably better than their 5-12 last year, but I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Brees Hall, and what is it, Braylon Allen? Is he the other guy that's
Yeah.
behind him?
Yep.
He's looking nice.
Yep.
So they got a couple young
does.
guys with some talent, but yeah, I mean, maybe like 6 or 7, maybe 8 games. But again, improvement. Team that's going to do worse. Obviously, we talked about the Commanders earlier, so I didn't want to say them. I don't know. I have a feeling the Seahawks are going to fall a couple games. I think Sam Darnold's not as good as Geno Smith. I think Kenneth Walker is not really who everybody thinks he is. I will be staying away from him in fantasy this year. I made the mistake of taking him last year.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to fall a couple games. Again, I think they have a good structure in Seattle. I mean, they've been pretty decent as long as I can remember. So I think they'll win a couple games. They're not going to be awful, but they do have a tough division too. So they could definitely fall a couple games to the aforementioned 49ers, like AJ was saying. They're going to have a better season, so they could split or lose both games against them. I mean, the Cardinals won't be terrible. And then the Rams, who are always good. I mean, Matt Stafford taking that position, bro, he's awesome. So I don't know.
Yeah, another good take. I think they're going to be worse for sure.
How much worse? I'm not sure, but I think they'll win 9 games or less.
Oh yeah. I would take the under for sure. Yeah, I think they probably finished last in that division. Cardinals are honestly close, man. They're close, which it's really
We're
weird.
on up and up.
Yeah, Gannon's their coach. I'm iffy about him because I feel like he screwed the Eagles over. But yeah, yeah. So basically he in our first Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs a few years back, the game was played in Arizona, and he interviewed all week with them for the coaching job. And our defense did not do too great that game. So, yeah, I kind of hold that grudge. But yeah, he's doing good things there. They're certainly on the up and up. And yeah, I think they're going the right direction where Seattle's probably going the wrong way. So yeah, and like you said, Rams phenomenal. That's another team who's honestly probably going to be better than they were last year.
Dude.
They have a lot of good young talent. Yeah, and as long as Stafford's good, I mean, he's got a back thing going on right now, which who knows? I mean, this is coming out end of year. I guess we'll know by then. But
right, yeah, exactly. Yep. All right. So the final question: give me your homer takes. What do we got this season? What do we like? I mean, we don't even have to be realistic. We can give an exciting take, what we'd like to see, what we think is reasonably expectationable, if that's even a word.
This is a layup question for me. Homer take, what's reasonable to expect? Lions win the Super Bowl. Come on. That's what I have to say here. We've got a genuine shot at it. Losing Ben Johnson is tough. Aaron Glenn, not so concerned about. Think we'll be fine there. I wasn't his biggest fan personally. I'll get that out there. But the talent is still there. Jared Goff can take this team to a Super Bowl. I do believe that. I really need the defense to be healthy. Yes, exactly. Yep. I need the defense to be healthy. Hutch had like a 35% pass win rate or something like that last year before he got hurt, which I don't think any other player finished above like 26, 27 at the end of the year.
Unheard of.
So just crazy. And it showed as soon as he left the field. The Lions did not look good on defense, but bringing in Tyleik Williams in the first round this year, hopefully that helps out a little bit. He's definitely going to make an impact in the run game. I'm very confident that. What he can do in the pass game is a little bit of a question. But still, big to stop the run game too. So we'll see. But Lions win the Super Bowl. That's the Homer big take for you.
Oh, I hear it. It's believable too. I think.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, one of the most talented rosters in the league for sure. But yeah, you said it. Health, especially on defense, going to be crucial to that. And yeah, I mean, there's going to be some bumps too. Coordinator changes suck. Your first few weeks of the year might be a little rough, but I think they'll definitely get on the same page and make a push for sure. But yeah, much the same for me. I mean, Eagles fan, so we literally just won and blew them out at that. So yeah, I think we could certainly do the same, but it's easier said than done. Health again, incredibly important, especially we're talking this far in advance. Like you never know what could happen. I mean, even this week, Landon Dickerson, our left guard, got hurt. Turned out to be kind of a minor injury. At first, it was pretty scary, but apparently he'll be good to go. He might miss a few weeks, but not a season ender like we were thinking. So
yeah,
it's a win. But yeah, I mean, Eagles probably the most talented roster in the league. Howie did a great job building this team, and I mean, the window's open for a few years yet. So yeah, if not this year, we'll be in contention the next few as well. But yeah, a lot has to go right. It's the NFL. It's not easy. So but certainly possible for the Birds and definitely the Lions too.
Yeah, I think for both teams, it really hinges on injuries and the health of the players, like you guys were saying, because both of you guys have the talented rosters or talented enough rosters to do it. I mean, we saw it last year. I mean, the Lions threw out in that playoff game. They had a shell of their squad. They still made it reasonable, right?
Terrible.
Like, yeah, but like
I mean, even going back to the last few weeks of the regular season, their defense was literally like a practice squad defense.
Right. Yeah, and you still somehow won games, crunch time, almost made it happen. So yeah, a lot to look forward there. And then of course, in Philly, Super Bowl champions. I mean, the only team that had me worried in that entire playoff run was LA Rams.
Yeah. Oh, that definitely got dicey. And like I mentioned earlier, I think they're going to be better. So that's definitely a team in contention. But again, health. I mean, Stafford with the back, like that scares me because he's an old man. You got back issues. I don't think they really go away. I'm talking out my ass a little bit here, but yeah, I mean, that's subject to come back. I don't know if he's got spasms or what's going on, but back is not fun, and that lingers. That's almost like a hamstring or something. Like it could just come back. So yeah, but yeah, good squad. Definitely a lot of talent in the NFC. I love that about the NFL. It's so balanced. Like AJ and I talk a little bit about the NBA from time to time, and like that is disgusting to me how unbalanced the East and the West are. Like it's just gross. But in the NFL, like there's heavyweights on both sides, and yeah, I like the odds that one of our two NFC teams represent the NFC this year.
I would not be surprised at all. On the other hand, AFC news, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
What could happen, what I wish would happen, we win the division, maybe 12 wins. Somehow we split with the Ravens, have a better divisional record or conference record or something. I think that's what would get us to beat them. I think anything less than 12, I think they're going to win at least 11 games this year, probably 12 or more.
Yeah.
So I think we could split with them, take the division, get a decent seed going in the playoffs and win a game. I think that's the very highest ceiling that we could achieve. I don't think we could go to the conference championship. The AFC is just too strong for us. We'll get whacked by a powerhouse team. I think the floor, 8-9. I think Tomlin could have his first losing season behind the drama of DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, Cameron Hayward right now, the crew, to say the least. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we're going to win reasonably. I think we're going to win 9 or 10 games, but I think this could be potentially the year that Tomlin loses the 50-50, the split, the 500. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
Yeah. Could you imagine if it never ends, like as long as he coaches? Because he's not even that old. Like he could literally coach for 15, 20 more years. Like I feel like it's got to end at some point. But yeah, I mean, in the last handful of years, I predicted them to have crap records. And it just doesn't happen. And I think your team is more talented now than they were in some of those years. So
I agree.
It's tough for me to see it happening, but yeah, as a floor, certainly. But I like that you have the floor so high. I mean, some teams' floors are like 3 wins, but you know it's going to be damn close if it's not above 500.
And like we win stupid games too. It's like I don't know. We win games against good teams and then lose games against bad teams. I don't know if we play to our opponents or what it is.
Right. Like you mentioned the split against the Ravens. You do that shit every year. Like you beat them and they are a damn good football team.
Yes.
And it's just the AFC North rivalries are probably it might be my favorite in the league. I mean, definitely certainly biased with the NFC East a bit.
Sure.
My hatred for the Cowboys and vice versa, it just runs so deep. Yeah, the AFC North games, I can't get enough of them. Because the Browns do it too. Like the Browns have had some dog shit teams, and when it's an NFC or AFC North matchup, they show up and it's defense, 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 dude. I love it. And occasionally you'll have a crazy offensive game too. Like it's a bit nutty. Like the Bengals Ravens games have been crazy lately. Yeah, I just love it. You get a classic Steeler Raven matchup, and it will be like 13-10, and it's just like the most physical game you've ever seen in your life, and it just makes you want to run through a brick wall. I love it.
62-yard field goal to win it. One more question I have before we go here, because I got to piss. The NFC East divisional championship record. It's been a different divisional winner the last like 15 seasons, isn't it? Is this the year that ends? Or
I hope so.
Does Philly fall out of the first spot? Because
I really hope so.
Curse, bro. I don't know.
It really is. It does seem like a curse. The Eagles definitely should. We are without a doubt the most talented team in that division. But yeah, that being said, the history is ridiculous on this. It's like you said, 15 years. It's disgusting. Like AJ mentioned earlier, kind of expecting a fall off from Washington, and they worry me the most. But the Cowboys could certainly bounce back too. I mean, if they manage to get Parsons signed, if Dak stays healthy, I mean, you mentioned Pickens being there now, it's kind of frightening. But yeah, they have a lot of holes. Like a lot has to go wrong for the Eagles. It's more of what gets in the Eagles' way than this team played really well. Like, was there injuries to the Eagles? Like what? Like something like that has to happen. There has to almost be an outside force to switch it because the talent is just that different. But yeah, I'm ready for this curse to end, man. It's crazy.
It's been a long time coming. I hope this is the year it ends for you too. I hope so. I hope so. But any closing thoughts about the NFL, college football before we get going here? It's almost 11. I didn't realize that.
Oh, jeez.
I'll just reiterate, go PSU. Please win a national championship. I really, really need that in my life. And Lions, same for you. Please give me a Super Bowl, please. But ultimately, just thanks, Tyler, for having us on again. It was really a blast, man.
Of course, so much fun. Definitely have us back when you can, and make sure Craig's around. My God, that guy's great.
Caleb,
Caleb, Craig.
Caleb. I said Craig because it says it on the.
Oh, the Craig bot? Yeah. No,
Craig
man.
bot.
No, I really
It tricked
appreciate you
me.
guys. But before we go, let everybody know how they can find y'all's podcast information, all that stuff.
Yeah, well, again, we are Palm City Chucks. You can find us on a lot of social medias. We're on basically all the podcast platforms, and we're just talking sports, mostly football. That's the main one, but we're mixing some basketball now and again. But YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pick your poison. You should find us there. Palm City Chucks.
Beautiful. Well, appreciate you guys. That was like a 2-hour joint. Love it. The first one was long too. I always get great chats out of you guys talking about sports. I'm so excited, like I said earlier, to see, the culmination of the season. Basically, I mean, we'll be in November, December by that point. So what'll that be, like 8-9 weeks into the season? So by the time I come back and edit it, it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh yeah. For sure.
See just how wrong we were. Yeah.
Or right, man.
Right.
We could be exactly spot on. Come on. You're giving yourself no credit, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey,
I say
got
it all
it
the time
last
on our
year.
pod. I know, I just got to
predicted
say it
Eagles
here.
Chiefs last year. I'm not doing it again. There's no way.
You did. But you also predicted the Raiders to do well. So there's
All
that.
right. There's a reason. Did you hear that team name that I won't say come out once during this episode? Also, well is a vague term. I did not think they were going to be bottom of their division. We'll leave it at that.
You put them in the playoffs.
No, I didn't. I did not.
Oh, sorry. First team out? All right.
ridiculous.
Sorry.
No. Okay, now he's gassing up. End this video ASAP.
Yeah, get it out of here. You definitely can't go check out Palm City Chuck's podcast and listen to this exact conversation that Kris and AJ may have had a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So go give those guys a follow. Check them out. We're just thankful to have them here. Appreciate you guys sticking with us till 11 o'clock on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us.
I guess it's not 11 for AJ, right? It's 9:45 or
Yeah, it is
8:45?
9:45. Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, fellas. Well, I appreciate it. Again, check these guys out, and looking forward to the NFL season this year.